Battleground, you will defend your WWE World Heavyweight Championship in a fatal four-way match.
Into the jungle. Ain't no God on my streets. The heart of the jungle. Won't you follow me into the jungle? Ain't no God on these streets. In the heart of the jungle. Won't you follow me?
So, time for this month's pay-per-view predictions. I think I better explain where I was last month or 2 weeks, as YouTube says. That's always wrong. But, yeah, I've been gone for like 2 weeks. I went to a place in the middle of nowhere with no internet and all. It was kind of a holiday. I don't know if I could call it a holiday, though, because it was like hell. But anyway, I'm back now, and I'm ready to predict Battleground, which looks like the most meaningless and stupid, boring pay-per-view of the year, pretty much. Yeah, this pay-per-view does not spark my interest in any way whatsoever. So I'm just gonna run down the matches here and try and get this video out up to you nice people, because the last video actually done very well, much better than I thought it would. It got like a few hundred views, which really surprised me. Actually, I haven't checked it. It's probably not a few hundred views at all. It's probably like 90 or something. But it got better views than I expected, and that I'm really happy with that. So I'm gonna keep these reviews up, and I might and I might not do raw reviews. I know I said at the end of the last video that I'll be doing raw review. I didn't do that because it was just pointless. Everyone does raw reviews. It doesn't really matter. Everyone does these as well, but I like doing these because I like seeing how wrong I was. Like last time, I was like completely wrong with every match apart from Cena winning and a few others. But yeah, I've just been rambling on here for another hour again. So let's just get on with this. So I'm just looking at the match here on Wikipedia, and I'm just gonna go down through the list. So the match I think that's going to be first is the Usos versus the Wyatt family for the second time in a row in a 2 out of 3 falls tag team match for the tag team titles. I do think this is going to be first. I don't see any other match opening the show unless they open it up with the Battle Royal, but I doubt they will. So this is the first match, I presume. I expect this match to be really good because the match at the last pay-per-view was actually very enjoyable. I really enjoyed that match, Money in the Bank. I expect there to be some crazy spots because the Usos are awesome for them crazy spots. I expect there to be tables breaking, stuff happening. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but is this 2 out of 3 falls match like a 3 stages of hell match with like different stipulations for each match, or is it just a normal tag team match where you have to pin your opponent twice? I haven't been paying attention at all. As I said, I was gone for 2 weeks and I missed Raw the last 2 weeks. I just caught up on the network with that stupid edit thing they do. But yeah, I don't know what's happening with this. Who do I think is going to win? The Wyatt family. I'm going to have an ironclad prediction that the Wyatt family pretty much, I wouldn't say need, but I really want them to win because I love the Usos. I think everyone loves the Usos. I think they're really talented, but I think it's really time to swap that tag team titles over to the Wyatt family because the Wyatt family needs some gold if they're to be taken seriously. I know they're being taken seriously. I know Bray and Chris Jericho are doing some an awesome program, but I think they need some gold to back up that they're taking over the WWE because it's not convincing if they don't have anything around their waist or shoulders or whatever. So yeah, I'm going for the Wyatt family to win. I hope the WWE does that. So yeah, and maybe the Usos will be back in the next pay-per-view because that tag team title pretty much means nothing. So yeah, my winners, the Wyatt family. The next match, which I think will be next, is Swagger versus Rusev. This could be first or it could be second. And just putting a second. I really don't care where these matches are. But Swagger versus Rusev. I can't believe they finally made me actually into a storyline with Rusev. His match at the last pay-per-view, while it wasn't anything spectacular, it was decent. But I'm just not a big fan of Big E at all. I don't know. I just can't get into his character at all. And I think that was just a very stupid storyline. I wasn't interested in it all, put together at the last second. But this time I'm actually quite interested, because Swagger and Rusev is something that should have happened a while back. Well, probably not a while back, because they did have to build up to it. But yeah, I'm actually interested in this, and this should be a good match, because Swagger has great in-ring work, and Rusev, I haven't seen much of him, but he looks quite good. He took a really nasty bump at the last pay-per-view with his head walloping off the floor. But Rusev and Swagger, who do I think to win? Well, it's quite hard. I know these guys are going to go a few programs. I think they're going to have another one at SummerSlam and probably another one on the pay-per-view after that. However, I think Rusev should win this one to keep him on the roll. I have a feeling if Rusev loses this and loses at SummerSlam, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but if that does happen, I don't know where Rusev will go after that, and I think he'll just become another, what was his name? Tenzai, A-Train, whatever the hell his name is. I think he'll just become another one of them, dancing around in a fucking dress for Brodus Clay. So I think Rusev should win this one, and then Swagger should win the next one at the next pay-per-view, and that'll even things out. But then again, if that does happen, that still leaves Rusev nowhere, so I'm going to change my mind again. I think Swagger should win this, and Rusev should win a SummerSlam to give Rusev something to do and make Rusev good again. I'm not saying winning is going to mean anything. I'm not saying winning is going to make him... I don't really see where anything Rusev can do other than face some big star at this point after this feud is over. And Swagger, we know that Swagger's been doing nothing the last few years. After winning the world title in 2010, was it? He's pretty much done nothing. He's just been there as something to look at. So I'm actually kind of torn between this match, but I think Swagger to win this one, and then Rusev to win at SummerSlam, because that just evens it out. So my pick for this match would be Swagger. Next match is a match that I am very excited for, and it's either going to be Ambrose and Rollins or Wyatt and Jericho. I'm going for Ambrose and I'm going for Bryan and Jericho. So next match will be Bryan and Jericho, and I'm really looking forward to this match. This match should be fucking awesome. One of the things I love about Chris Jericho is he comes back to put people over, and that's what Chris Jericho is pretty much there for now, and that's what every veteran should be there for. And yeah, it's awesome that Jericho is such a cool person. I've never met him or anything, but you can just tell that he's cool. If you ever listen to his podcast and all, and he's like having these awesome conversations with the wrestlers, and yeah, I'm just saying Chris Jericho's cool. But Bray Wyatt versus Chris Jericho. Who to win? This is a hard one. I expect this to be a good match, as I said, and I'm loving this storyline. I love the way Jericho is just being Jericho, and Wyatt is pretty much getting the better of him every single time. He's scaring the absolute living fuck out of Jericho. Like he's done to pretty much everyone, but I think the mic work from Bray Wyatt is absolutely incredible. The mic work from Chris Jericho, even though he hasn't said much, has been very solid as well. And I'm just looking forward to this match at SummerSlam again, which I'm sure is going to happen with some stipulation or whatever. But yeah, this match is going to be awesome, and the storyline building up to it is awesome. Awesome. Jesus Christ, I sound like the Miz. But I expect this match to have very good wrestling and very good psychology. I expect this match to tell a very good story, and if they're given enough time, this could seal the show. So, who do I want to win, or who do I see winning? I see Wyatt winning. I think Wyatt really needs elevation after losing to Cena like 10 times. I think he needs to win more matches, so I think Bray Wyatt should win this one. I expect Jericho and Wyatt to have about 3 pay-per-view matches, and I do expect Jericho to go over on one of them. Jericho needs to go over on one of them. He's not just going to lose every single match. But I think Wyatt should win this one, because he's kind of been on a losing streak. Well, I wouldn't say losing streak, but I expect Wyatt to win this one, because just to add more scariness and add more intimidation to his character, because that's really what you need. So yeah, to win the singles match between Bray Wyatt and Chris Jericho, I pick Bray Wyatt. Cleanly. Yeah, cleanly. I pick Bray Wyatt to win cleanly.